Amy, thanks for joining us. The first half of the season has come to a close now. How have you reflected on these first 5-6 months?
It's been really progressive. We had a very good pre-season, a brilliant start. We faced challenges at times, but we knew we would. This is a challenging league, but ultimately we've had some really good momentum, and we go into Christmas top of the league with a good goal difference.
And if we look back at where it all started, back in July pre-season, the trip to Spain, how important was pre-season to get the team to a point where you felt they were ready for what's to come?
So important, and it reflected the good start we had. Everyone worked really hard, and I think we really hit the ground running. And I think we've got to replicate that again going into this winter break. So once everyone comes back refreshed, we'll have another mini pre-season so that we can mirror what we did and be sharp and ready to hit the ground running again. And
you mentioned it there about the start to the season. In previous seasons, that's perhaps a time, our starts, where we've looked back on at the end of it and felt like that's really impacted the outcome of the season. So how important was it to get off to a good start for the group?
Yeah, we had to set the tone, and we did that. And I think, albeit with a really new group, that was still integrating players, still trying to get some rhythm and flow. And we had some really good moments where everything gelled nicely, and I think we have done as the season's progressed. I certainly believe in the potential of this group. I think we've got a lot of work still to do, but the potential is exciting. I think we've got an opportunity to really harness that now. We've learned a lot about ourselves and where we need to focus on now moving forwards, but I'm really excited about the second half of the season and the prospects we have.
And we've had results like those on the opening day against Sunderland, the big win against Portsmouth too, but also ones where we've had to show a different side to us, against Sheffield United, against London City. How pleasing is it for you to see the team's ability to find ways to win in different ways?
Yeah, every game's been a fight. It's a challenging league and a very competitive league. I think we can see that by the results week in, week out. So really pleased in those games that we had to grind out the results. And I think those games really reflect where the team has come together, worked hard, got the basics right, and it's come to fruition. So really key moments. One of the best moments for me was the London City performance. I thought we really displayed the best of ourselves as a team, and I think we have to keep utilising that as firepower going forwards.
And you mentioned there the London City game, probably one of the high points of the first half of the season. How big of a win did that feel for the group and their confidence that they can take from a result and performance like that?
It felt massive, but I think that was more because of the way that we performed as a team, and I think a lot of the players and staff will look at that and go, yeah, we really came together, we really made a point for our performance, and it reflected. We always say about earning the right. Now we've got to unlock that in every game. I would like us to play with a lot more intent with the ball. We have to be bolder and be braver and ultimately take more risks going forwards, and back ourselves in those moments. I think defensively we've been very solid, and now it's about unlocking that more intent, playing with intent all the time, playing forwards quicker, running forwards quicker.
And a lot of work's gone into the team's mentality too. So how good has it been to see when we've had those moments where the defeats against Durham and Newcastle spring to mind, to see them bounce back with positive results in the weeks that follow?
Yeah, togetherness is key in any league you play in, but like I said, this is a challenging league, and we knew we were going to have to fight in every game this season, and that doesn't change, but the togetherness of the group is key. And you see in those big moments where we've had, we come out of Newcastle, probably felt in the second half we should have got more from that game, and then responded straight away in London City. So we need to keep grinding that out together, sticking together and making sure we're doing the work for each other.
And we boast the best defence in the league and have kept 6 clean sheets so far. How important is it to have that solid defensive unit in a league like the Championship? Like you say, it's tough every game.
Yeah, we made real progress in our defensive game. We pride ourselves in being hard to beat. I think the defensive unit have been outstanding, and the goalkeepers as well. And now, like I said, it's making sure we continue to dominate the game when we don't have the ball, and being hard to break down, being relentless in our pressure. But now making sure that when we do have the ball, we play with that same intent and that same mentality to go forwards quickly.
And to be heading into the Christmas break, top of the table, I mean, that's exactly the position that you would have wanted to be in when looking ahead at this in the summer, right?
Yes, of course. I think we're in a really good position, and that's down to the work that everyone's done. I'm really proud of where we are, but I'm also incredibly excited about the second half of the season. I think the potential in this group is huge. I think we've scratched the surface, and I think the fact that we can say that shows where we're going and where we have the potential to go. So now, like I said, we are not done yet. It's a big push. Togetherness is key, and the intent we train with will be key to take us into the second half of the season.
And if we look ahead to the new year and moving on after the Christmas break, we almost have a month until we play Portsmouth now. How do you plan to utilise that time?
Yeah, we'll be making sure we schedule in the games where we need to, making sure we're sharp to go. And it gives us a real good chunk of time to work on us, the way we play, our identity, focus on those key areas. Like I said, attacking half, we need to be more clinical. We need to be bolder in those moments so we can strip that back, as well as maintaining the good bits. We need to keep dominating the game out of possession as well. So lots of work still to be done, and we know that. But like I said, it's really exciting, the growth of the team. We've really come a long way, and I think we still have a good amount of potential to achieve together.
And you mentioned there, I'm sure there's plenty that you'll want to work on. What for you is the key as we prepare for these 10 big games?
I really want us to relish every game. Every time we step onto the pitch, we have to embrace it and play with intent from minute one. And I think that will be the case going forwards, to set the tone in every fixture we're playing. And you know, ultimately it's about taking the game by the scruff of the neck, no matter who we're playing, and making sure we really impose ourselves on the opposition. And if we can take that mentality and do that together, then I have no doubt about us moving forwards.
Naturally, when you're top of the league, there's a pressure that comes with that, but how important is it for our group to continue focusing on ourselves and what we can control?
Yeah, we have to just keep chasing to be better every day. Earning the right is certainly what this club is about, and we have to be committed with that. There's going to be moments where there's going to be challenges. You know, teams face us now and they may be setting it up slightly differently, and we have to be persistent with what we're doing and keep playing with intent and moving forwards.
And just finally, we talk about the supporters often, but how big of a role did they have to play in this second half of the season and helping us to achieve our ambitions both at home and away?
Yeah, we really recognise the amount of miles the supporters travel as well. We have a key contingency that come to every game, and your support is so important, and we also want to see more of you at games. We want to be able to showcase ourselves to the biggest fan base possible, so please keep supporting us and coming along. It's going to be an exciting end to the season.
Thanks, Amy.
Thank you.